Hi, Truth Slinger here. I don't know if you know, but yeah, France. Yeah, France is falling. Yeah, come look with me. Allahu Akbar, baby. Woo! Allahu Akbar! Yeah. AK-47's France. Yeah. The Western world is pretty much falling. It's just the beginning of the end, man. Yeah. Truth Slinger here. I try to just, but it's not funny, really. It's actually quite disturbing. Yeah, this is episode 96, just because I'm getting anxious to get to 100 episodes. And, yeah, oh yeah, and the world is actually beginning to end. I don't know if you knew that, but it is. And it's happening in France. The epicenter currently is France. I don't know, do you know what's going on in France? I'll tell you what's going on in France. France is melting. France is on fire. Last night I was watching live streaming, and as soon as I get off this show, I'm going to go watch more live streaming. And unfortunately, I can't restream for you, but I am going to attempt to do some possible live streaming and talk about some stuff this weekend, maybe tomorrow night. And we'll kind of show you a little bit more of what's going on, because a lot of stuff I got to cut it out of Telegram. And I don't have that installed yet on this machine, so I'm not going to be able to show you some of the more graphic footage that's going on. But I will show you a lot of what is going on in France. And it's not pretty. It's not good. I expected it to be a larger thing that would kick off the end of the world, actually. You know, I thought it would be like China invading, Taiwan or something. It's like, oh, okay, here we go. But no. No, this is the beginning of the fall of Western civilization. Essentially, let me give you the primer of what's going on here. For France and in the EU, there have been crazy open border policies, George Soros funded, all except for the one country of Hungary, who has tried to seal their borders off from unrestrained immigration. The European Union has allowed mass immigration into the country of Muslim people, refugees, and also a lot of people from sub-Saharan Africa, stuff like that. And so they, for years, have been having this situation going on. And we've already, I think back in 2020, we were already we were seeing news stories of them in like Germany and France and places like that, having to put out cartoons for the Muslim people that don't speak the local language that says, no touchy on the girls, bad with the touchy crotchy, can't rape the women, right? They have to tell them because they're behaving beastly like. Okay, well, fast forward to what's going on right now. The other day, they had George Floyd of France, otherwise known as was killed, 17-year-old kid, right? I don't know. That probably isn't his name. I probably mispronounced it. But was killed, had a rap sheet, fleeing from the cops, done crap before, took off with a cop hanging out of the car. Cop shot him, killed him, right? So the Allahu Akbar, right? Here we go, man. The Muslims went mental. Absolutely mental. And they started burning down everything in sight, looting everything in sight. Very, very similar to the George Floyd's riots we got going on here, right? But not exactly the same. There is some, but as we go through this, I'll talk about the similarities, and some of them are there are some similarities. Like part of it is that the stuff they're hitting, the stuff that they're tearing up, right, is all kind of stuff that's hip, trendy, young, similar to here, like the shoe places and the phone places and the, high-end designer goods, right? That's the kind of stuff that's getting ripped off, and everything is getting stripped from top to bottom. This is even bolder than the Antifa and the BLM riots here, in my opinion. They don't care about getting filmed. These people are less concerned about getting filmed than they were the Antifa here in this country. But yeah, that's a phone store, apparently. There's somebody, I think, in the back rifling around already back there. So it's a free-for-all, right? So this is the young kids, and this is during the day, right? Broad daylight. Now, what's going on at night, right? At night is worse. Much worse. It's more like a war zone, what's going on at night. And it's bad, okay? But let me first, before we go to that, let me share with you kind of the mood and sentiment of what's going on over there at the particular moment.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! All right? Allahu Akbar. Now, it's not like these people haven't been advertising for quite some time, years as a matter of fact, and these people have been saying that over England we will eventually see Sharia law, and we will see, the Sharia law flag, the Islam flag raised up, the Caliphate flag raised up over England. Well, France is just across the river. I mean, it's the channel there, the English Channel. And so, yeah, man, it's really, really, and they've got the same problem. Okay, they're full of Muslims over there in England, and I keep up a little bit on English politics, not as much as I do American politics, but I'm kind of aware pretty much of the world stage, and they're very similar to us in many ways, and in some cases they're ahead of us as far as trash is concerned, and then in some cases we're a little bit ahead of them as far as the insanity is concerned, and it's kind of back and forth. I mean, at this point, it's kind of like two horses, that are in the lead, heading for the finish line, and then they're neck and neck. Who knows who's racing to the finish line of insanity quicker, right? All right, so let's take a tour of some of the carnage of what's been going on here, and just see the dystopian reality and literally all the buses that have been burned. Now, I don't know if I've got any in the feed. They're using fireworks as incendiary devices, and they're using these fireworks like these are some monster Roman candles, and I mean, the boxes of 100 rounds. You set off. They're probably the ones that are about like $100 a piece, $150 a piece when you get 4th of July, the big ass boxes. They're setting these things off and shooting them at cops, Bearcats. They set some people on fire. They set some police on fire. I think that was done with a Molotov cocktail. We have, they broke into the looting. They broke into a firearms store and stole all the hunting rifles. And we have video on Telegram, but I can't redo it here on YouTube because I can't show pew-pews, right? I can't show, the bling-bling and the bang-bangs. And this guy is perched as a sniper on top of a building. Okay? Yeah. Freaking snipers. And now they have gotten themselves a truck, apparently, and they're organized, and they're all running around on a flatbed with weapons. And apparently the cops are all out of ammo. And this is what most of France looks like. Apparently these fires encircled France last night. 300 to 400 fires. Now listen to the French rap. Well, look at this carnage, man. I think this is a Muslim French rap, to tell you the truth. Now, look at all these cars. I mean, they just... Yeah, my guess is this is Muslim. I bet you. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but, it seems to me that kind of general beat seems to really resonate with the people of the color. I don't know. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Talk to me in the comments section. Tell me if you think that was stinking racist. I don't know. I don't think it was. It just seems to be a characteristic. I don't know if it's stereotypical or not. I don't know. What do you think? So, yeah, right. France is really coming apart. This is scary. Here, look this. Now, when I first saw this, I shit you not, before I came on the show, I'm like looking and it's moving along, right? And I'm like, well, what am I looking at? My brain had trouble processing what I was looking at. And at first I saw this. I saw, okay, here is water, and this is like a dock. And this is like, they're selling bait over here on a dock. No, oh, shit. No, wait a minute. These are buses, man. Buses. A lot of buses. This looks like a bus terminal to me. Now, we saw the blazes. These blazes were huge last night. Now, I don't know where the French army is. The police getting their asses kicked. They've been set on fire. They're beating the hell out of, they're catching and beating the hell out of undercover cops that are embedded. We saw some video of that. Some of it's too violent to show, honestly. I mean, if you want to watch it, go on Telegram yourself and get yourself an account. There's a lot of stuff there. It's a bit more graphic than this, but it's ugly. And we're going to be watching live streams. I would suggest seeing tonight if you want to. We like to watch Wolf Nevy, and we like to watch Jeff Mack, and we like to watch Steve Oatley. All those guys do live, and they carry the live streamers when there's rioting going on. Oreo Express, but he's a streamer. He's not going to be in France, though. See, I'm talking about people who are going to probably carry France tonight. So, Oreo, I don't think is going to fly to France. Now, this is the disturbing part. Check this out. Yeah, they're yanking people out. Remember this? This is eerily reminiscent of California, right? Back in the 90s, and the guy's name was, help me out. Rodney King. Yeah. Reginald Denny. Yeah, right. Get pulled over, beat the hell out of him, right? We don't know. It's a very short clip. Don't know whether this guy's dead or alive. But yeah, would you want to be a visitor right now? En français? I don't think I would want to be a tourist right now in France. I think that would be sucking major wind right now because it is falling to freaking pieces, right? Now, just before I bail out of here, what is this going on here? Oh. Last bit of footage. Sorry, I know you can hear that. Oh, whet your appetite. Okay, check this out, bros and girls. No-go zone. This is Marseille, France. In French, it's Marseille, France. Like piranhas, really. Right. This is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the fall of civilization. This is the end, guys. This is if you want to know when we're going to get there, we're here. We're here. This is the end. This is not going to get better. Where's the cops? Okay, we saw some cops, but half of them, they're getting pelted, beat to death, and now they're running out of ammo, and they're shooting at the cops now, the Muslims. They're opening fire. So now I don't know. It looks like little Afghanistan, in the major cities, and there's no good information like officially coming out. The major news media won't cover it. Right? Macron won't come on and say anything. And as a matter of fact, he's trying to downplay all this crap on social media, is my understanding. This is what my producer's telling me. More as the war coverage goes on, as the coverage of the end of this world goes on, right? This madness, we'll learn more. But this is not good, guys. This is really bad. I I don't see Paris ever bouncing back from this. They burned down the best, biggest library in Marseille. The library, with all the books in them, the really important, cherished ones that we like to keep, because it's, a record of fucking civilization. No, we're going to burn this shit back into the Stone Age. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Now, the more chaos unleashes, okay, what's going to happen is forces around the world are going to just see the opportune moment to strike, right? It's not set in stone when these people or when evil is going to take off, exactly. This is not good. This is like setting off a big fat domino. Yeah, not good. Stay tuned, subscribe, like. Don't go away. More later, right? Truth Slinger out.